Hey there, fellow movers and shakers. Welcome to your practice at the Movement Clinic. My name's Emily, and today we are doing a short and sweet flow because sometimes that's all we've got time for. So find yourself in a comfortable seat on your mat or wherever it is that you move and on whatever surface that you move on. Take a moment to sit up nice and tall. Place your hands on your thighs, close your eyes. We're going to begin simply taking 3 deep grounding breaths to settle into our bodies in this moment and space. Inhale deeply through your nose and sigh. Inhale deeply through your nose. With each exhale, sigh and feel yourself settle in. And again, inhale deeply through your nose. Open mouth, sigh. Lift your palms to meet at heart center. Bow your head to your hands. Feel free to set an intention for your practice, or maybe even dedicate it in gratitude to yourself for showing up. And release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. Inhale, reach up, palms face one another. Exhale, release left hand to mat, right hand reaches up and overhead. Nice side body stretch. Keep the low belly drawing up and in. Inhale, reach up. Right hand down. Exhale, left hand reaching up and overhead. And again, inhale, reach up. This time, twist to the left, draw low left belly back. Release right hand outside of thigh, left hand somewhere behind you or maybe on the low back, wherever you can reach. Inhale, reach up. And twist to the right. Draw low right belly back. Press left shoulder blade forward. As you twist, really think about focusing on using the abdominals and twisting from the core as opposed to wrenching the hands on some surface, be it your body or the floor, to deepen your twist. Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come to hands and knees on your mat, tabletop. Zip up low belly, squeeze those low ribs together and lift them into the back of the body. You keep that the whole time. Inhale, right heel behind you, lift inner thigh more than outer thigh. Exhale, squeeze right knee to right elbow. Really press away to round the upper back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze it in. Scoop that low belly so that the pubic bone lifts up towards the belly button. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Good. And release that knee back underneath the hip as we move our way to the left side. Inhale, left heel behind you. Keep those hips nice and level. Pelvis stays nice and level. Zipping up low belly. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, rounding as much as you need to make space for that to happen. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop belly, squeeze knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug it in. And inhale to gently release knee underneath you again. Walk your knees back, a print, tuck toes, lift hips up and back, down dog. We're here for a couple of breaths, just pedal it out. Keep your knees as bent as you need to. But that low belly stays scooped so that pubic bone, again, is still kind of lifting up and in towards the belly button. Those floating ribs are hugging up and in. We're not just flaring and dumping forward. Keep integrity in the front half of your body. Inhale, right heel to sky. Same thing as we did on hands and knees. Lift inner thigh more than outer thigh. Strong flex of the foot. Exhale, shift forward to plank pose. Squeeze knee to elbow briefly. And lower knee down for gate. You can spin those right toes out to the right. Plant left heel. Inhale, left fingertips to sky. Flip the palm to face the front of the mat. Reach up and overhead. Gaze forward to the top left corner of the mat and step your left foot there. Coming into low lunge. Inhale, reach arms up. Again, lifting low belly, keeping low ribs absorbed. As you exhale, sweep the arms back, press front leg straight, flex toes back, half splits. Now you can release fingertips on either side of the leg, or maybe work on balance as you sweep arms behind you, palms face down, or maybe in if you'd like. Pick that variation that you'd like. Come back to that low lunge, right hand plants underneath right shoulder. Rebend that left knee, come into an open twist. Left hand reaches up to the sky again. Again, finding that twist from the core, drawing low left belly back, pressing right shoulder blade forward, but keep arm bones back and into those shoulder sockets. And gaze down to the top of your mat. Plant your fingertips on either side of that front left foot as you come into a high lunge and press into a modified warrior three. Again, strong lifted foot, lift inner thigh more than outer thigh, and begin to send that left sit bone towards the lifted heel. Again, fingertips are planted, low belly is scooped, low ribs absorbed, lengthen heart forward through ears, ears lengthen away from shoulders. Bend both knees, bring that left knee outside, or that right knee, excuse me, outside of left ankle, and go ahead and sit down. Sitting down inside of that lowered heel. You can stay here or start to work your way towards more of a cow face or shoelace pose where knees are stacked, slowly building a bit of a flow here. Left hand or fingertips plant. Right arm reaches up and overhead, finding that nice side bend again. Inhale, lengthen up, left hand stays planted down. Find that twist, use low left belly, press right shoulder blade forward, find the depth of your twist, and simply relax that forearm outside of the left knee. Now gaze down at that back hand. Plant the palm so fingertips face you. Release your right arm back behind you. Plant right hand in the same manner. Fingertips are going to face the front of the mat. Uncross your left foot. Plant the foot. Bring your right foot to plant for reverse tabletop. Shoulders shrug towards thighs as you press into inner heels and palms to lift hips up. Now, we're gonna turn to the left. As we turn and swivel on the heel of the left hand, bring that right hand up and overhead. Allow the legs to pivot and cross so we find ourselves in a down dog facing the back of our mats. Same thing, other side. Inhale, left heel to sky, strong foot, lifted inner thigh. Really engaged front line of the body. Exhale, knee to elbow, scooping that belly. Release knee down, gate pose. Right fingertips reach up, right heel plants. Gaze down at the top of the mat. Pick up your right foot and step it there. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Reach up from the low belly, lengthen ribs out of hip bones. Press front leg straight, sweep hands back, maybe release fingertips down for balance if you need. Right toes, find a strong flex, open up the back of that right thigh. Come on forward, inhale, left hand plants under shoulder, right fingertips reach to sky, open twist. Gaze down at the top of your mat, release fingertips in front of and outside of that right foot, for our supported warrior three. So as you press into right foot, lift back knee, strong back foot the minute it leaves the mat. As you press up, lift inner thigh more than outer thigh, right sit bone and outer hip wraps and magnetizes back towards that lifted heel. Low belly is zipped. We're lengthening ribs out of hip bones, but lifting that low belly, keeping the integrity of this front line of the body here as well, and especially. Bend both knees, bring that right thigh to your left thigh. Wow, I can't keep my legs straight today. Left thigh behind right to sit down inside of that left heel. Release right fingertips behind you as you reach that left arm up and overhead. Find that nice side stretch. Inhale to find length again. Exhale, low right belly draws back. Press left shoulder blade forward to find your twist. Now, that reverse tabletop. So look at that right hand, plant palm, fingertips face you. Plant left hand in the same way. Uncross the legs to plant both feet. As you can see, my hips are sort of over to the right. So as I press down, they'll shift back to center. As I go ahead and find my reverse tabletop, lifting that pubic bone up towards the belly button. All these things stay the same. Lengthening ears out of shoulders and press away through inner palms, inner heels. Now we're gonna roll to the right, opposite side. So as we lift our left hand to come up and overhead, we spin on the heel of the right hand. So flex those fingers up towards your forearm. As you come on over, balls of feet come up and we spin and pivot to our down dog. And go ahead and lower knees to mat. Sit on back and take a moment. So there will, of course, be an option to stay with all of those variations that may well be challenging enough for you today. Or we can slowly but surely maybe add layers and levels of challenge, balance. None of it is more or less valuable than the version that we just did. But know that you can always take a step back or a step in a different direction if it suits you better. So, down dog. Of course, as always, as I keep emphasizing, maintaining the integrity of the front line of the body, hugging it up and in. Inhale, right leg high, strong flex of the foot, all 5 toes point straight down. Even here, maintain the integrity of the front line of the body. Exhale, right knee to elbow. Option to lower immediately to gate or plant the back heel from here and lift the inner thigh up towards the ceiling, coming into a modified side plank. And then lower knee for your gate pose and the transition. Top hand reaches up and overhead, back foot floats forward and to the top of the mat. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach up. Sweep hands back, press it straight, half splits. Wide open twist with a low lunge, right hand plants, lunge and twist from the belly and that bottom shoulder blade. And here, choose to release those fingertips for support for your warrior 3. Or maybe bring hands to heart center, lift that back knee, low belly is scooped, low ribs are absorbed here, gaze forward, warrior 3 modified, strong back foot. Again, woo! Squaring hips by sending left sit bone towards lifted heel. Press that right foot into an imaginary force behind you. Lengthen in opposite directions. Bend both knees, cross that right thigh behind the left to sit on down. Moving towards cow face, legs. Left hand plants behind you, right hand reaches up and overhead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, building up that core awareness and unassisted twisting for maybe a little bit of a revolved half moon on the next round. Plant your hands for reverse tabletop. Fingertips point towards the heels. Heels plant about outer hip width distance. Zip up low belly. Keep that keep the pubic bone lifting up towards the belly button as you press away to find your tabletop. This is a big stretch in the chest. Now, gaze to the left. Pick up your right hand and spin on the heel of the left hand as you flip over to down dog to the back of the mat, new front of the mat. Inhale, left heel high, strong foot, strong front line of body. Exhale, knee to elbow. Option here again to stay and lower into gate or come into that modified side plank. As you plant back heel, right fingertips lift, left knee and inner thigh lift up. Slowly lower. Gate pose, reach that right arm up and overhead. Gaze to the top of your mat. Float that back foot forward, low lunge. Step forward, land the right foot. Inhale, low lunge, Anjaneyasana, lifting from the low belly. Exhale, half splits, land fingertips, or challenge balance by floating arms back. Inhale, shift forward again for that twist, left hand plants. Turn and twist from the core. Low right belly draws back and in. Left shoulder blade presses forward. Gaze down. Either hands to prayer for your warrior three or support with fingertips landed. Lift back knee. Inhale, lean forward, press down into right foot. Float inner left thigh back. Square those hips, send that right sit bone towards the left heel and lengthen powerfully in opposite directions. Bend both knees, left thigh behind right, land the shin and come into whatever variation with the legs that you can. Right hand plants behind you. Inhale, side stretch. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Inhale to lengthen. Use that core intelligence to twist with support, almost like a floating twist. Inhale, bring the arms to set up for your reverse tabletop. Uncross legs, press into L space of thumb and forefinger, press into inner feet to lift on up, reverse tabletop. Gaze to the right as you lift left hand, spin over, find your down dog yet again. Let's stay here for a few smooth, long breaths. If you would like to rest in a child's pose, feel free. Good. Come back into that integrated down dog with front line of body engaged. See if maybe you can find a little bit more softness here with the support. And we'll wait for loud trucks to pass by. Wonderful. So, as always, choose the level of challenge with balance, with strength, with softness. Also can be a challenge that is best suited for you. We go again with more options. Inhale, right heel to sky. Exhale, knee to elbow. Lower to gate or side plank. Really lift that thigh up to help lift you up. Release right knee underneath hip, gate pose. Everybody turn that top hand to face forward. Inhale, float back foot forward, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, lift up. Now here, maybe high lunge. Press that back heel back and down to lift the knee. Everybody press front leg straight, sweep arms back. Inhale to lunge, plant right hand, left fingertips reach to sky by the power of the low belly. Gaze forward, warrior three. Arms, woo-hoo, Gaining balance here. Bring palms to heart center if you'd like, but really, again, powerfully stretch in opposite directions. Keep working that left sit bone towards the lifted heel. Bend both knees. Cross right thigh behind left. Left hand plants behind you. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Find a softening exhale here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale to transition, cartwheel arms, reverse tabletop, plant palms, plant feet. On the inhale, lift on up, lift hips. Keep drawing that pubic bone towards your belly button. As we swivel and pivot to the left, bring that right arm up and overhead. Spin on balls of feet and heel of left hand. Down dog to the back. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to elbow, lower to gate or side plank. Lift it up. And everybody gate pose, lower left knee, right arm reaches up and overhead, gaze to the top of the mat. Inhale, float right foot forward. Pick high or low lunge. Reach the arms up. Lift the knee or leave it down. Exhale, press front leg straight or straightish as you sweep arms back. Inhale, open twist, left hand lands. Twist from the belly and the shoulder blades to lift right fingertips to sky. Gaze forward, transition, your version of warrior three. Right sit bone reaches towards that back heel. Lift inner left thigh. Press your heel into an imaginary wall as you stretch your hips and shoulders out of each other. Bend both knees. Cross your left thigh behind your right. So grateful for this wall behind me today. I keep using it to help me catch my balance. Right hand lands behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, soften over to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Use that core intelligence. Inhale, unwind. Find your reverse tabletop on the exhale. And inhale, lift on up. Gaze to the right, bring your left hand up and overhead, spin on the balls of the feet and the heel of the right hand, down dog, back to the original front of our mat or new back of the mat. And everybody lower to your knees, take a child's pose. Let's move through that one more time together before we end in our meditative position. Of course, as always, final options for added challenge with balance, with strength, with softening or backing away. Let's meet in down dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, knee to elbow. Option for gate or this modified side plank. Exhale, lower right knee, everybody. Reach that left arm up and overhead. Inhale, step left foot forward. Reach up high or low lunge. Pick your poison. Exhale, press front leg straight. Sweep arms back. Inhale, open twist. Land right hand. Left fingertips reach to sky. Gaze down. As you exhale, transition to your warrior three, or here's where it starts to get fun. You're gonna keep your right hand down, out in front of and inside of that lifted foot, or the lowered foot. You're still going to press powerfully through that back foot. You're gonna lift the low belly, send left sit bone towards that lifted heel, and use that core intelligence to twist from here to lift that left arm up and overhead. Revolved half moon. This is not easy. Now, bend both knees. Woo, find that beautiful cow face side bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Use your exhale to set yourself up for reverse tabletop, and inhale to lift. Gaze to the left, pick up right hand, spin on the ball or the heel of the left hand and the balls of the feet. Down dog, back of the mat. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to elbow. Option for gate or modified side plank. Everybody, exhale, lower left knee, reach up and overhead. Gaze to top of mat. Step right foot forward, higher low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press front leg straight, arms sweep back. Inhale to lunge, left hand lands. Exhale, twist from that core. Gaze forward and find your warrior three legs. And maybe that twist as well for revolved half moon. So left hand lands in front of and inside of that right foot, right outer hip and sit bone lengthen towards that lifted heel. Press away through the heel, draw low belly in, squeeze low ribs together, draw low right belly back and press left shoulder blade forward to find that twist. Exhale, bend both knees. Come to that cross-legged seat. Right hand lands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soften to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Set yourself up. Last reverse tabletop. And with your next inhale, press up. Spin to the right, balls of feet, heel of right hand, last down dog of class. Praise be. And slowly lower to your knees. Sweep your feet out from underneath you and come to a seat, legs stretched long in front of you. Wow, that was a good one. So, flex all 10 toes back towards your face. Reach the base of your big toes away from you as the pinky edge side of your feet wrap back towards your hips. Low belly is scooped, so you're still gonna feel that pubic bone gently lifting up and in towards your belly button as you lengthen ribs out of hips, all the same skills we've been talking about, integrating our core to initiate this movement. As you exhale, draw both sides of the belly in to fold, fold, fold. If you're holding on to anything, try not to pull back towards you and wrench yourself forward to create a shape. Use that integrated core to hold you here. So you could actually just float your hands, lift the low ribs away from your thighs, and imagine you could lengthen the front and back of your heart towards your feet. If you feel like you need to pull on anything or use the hands to kind of engage in this shape, go ahead and grab the outer edges of the feet or maybe peace finger lock on those big toes and pull straight up towards the ceiling and see what happens to the front of the core, that feeling of integration.
Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Slowly release, come on up. I'm gonna turn to face you as we bring our left heel outside of our right hip and find this cross-legged position that we've become such good friends with today. So take your left forearm and simply wrap it around this outer right knee. Allow the shoulders and the neck to stay soft. Release your left or your right fingertips behind you somewhere. Low belly is going to draw in, but here I want us to focus on the neck. So draw the low belly in to help you find a gentle twist. And now turn your chin to face forward and slowly start to play with chin lowering down. Maybe starting to gently lift gaze towards sky, and it's more ear to front shoulder now. Maybe turning gaze down powerfully, really tucking that chin in. Find a place that feels good for you. Inhale, come on up, unwind and switch. Oh, I love those twisted neck stretches and really playing with the kind of position or the direction my chin is turning. Oh, you find some real good stuff in here, especially these guitar strings on the sides of our necks. All right, right forearm wraps around left outer knee. Left hand where fingertips plant behind, finding a nice integrated twist from the belly and the shoulder blades, not allowing the shoulders to pop forward. Soften them back and into the shoulder sockets, those arm bones. And then gently turn your gaze towards the front shoulder, dropping chin, and again playing with kind of the positioning of that chin, pausing and breathing where it feels particularly juicy or tight. Or maybe just keep playing and releasing. Inhale, stack ears over shoulders yet again, center that head. Unwind and find yourself in a comfortable seat. If you'd like to lie back in Shavasana, feel free. We're going to end as we began with 3 long, slow, smooth, meditative breaths to sort of seal in our practice and take whatever goodness or insights from today and with us into the rest of our day. Exhale out all of your breath through your mouth. Inhale deeply through your nose. Open mouth, sigh. Again, inhale deeply. Maybe take note of the breath here. Exhale, sigh. Especially in comparison to where we started. Last one, inhale deeply. Lift your hands away from your thighs. Bring your palms to meet in heart center. By all means, stay lying down in your Shavasana. I bow to you in deep honor and gratitude for showing up. I'll see you next time at the Short and Sweet series at the Movement Clinic. My name's Emily. Ciao for now.